evening, NTA Nation. My name is Nakia Lang, Human Resources and Quality Assurance Manager here at the National Training Agency. And today I am joined by
Mr. Vernal Adderley, the accountant, and welcome to NTA Exclusive.
Good evening, Mr. Adderley. Today we're talking all things housekeeping and the housekeeping program that the agency currently offers to all of our trainees. So, Mr. Adderley, tell me, what do you think about housekeeping and how important it is to the industry?
Well, firstly, it starts at home. And being brought up, I was always taught that cleanliness is closest to godliness. And so if your house is in order, for me personally, you are in order, your life is in order, you're making provisions, you're making steps to make sure that you maintain a clean structure. Just recently I had a conversation with our newly hired executive assistant who shared with me that she doesn't leave her house without making her bed. And then I said to her, within the last few weeks, a month ago, I started making my bed. And I must say, it definitely prompted a good start to my day. I have felt more productive making sure that my house before I left was in order, and it definitely structured certain things that I needed to execute in the day.
I agree. I also have had the privilege of working in a housekeeping environment at a local hotel where I acted as a call center person, and I can tell you just how pivotal housekeeping is to us. Receiving those calls from guests telling us that, okay, they're out of blankets or the room is not clean to standard, there's hair in the shower stall. We got all sorts of complaints, so we know the role of housekeeping and the importance of training persons to be able to carry out the function to the best of their abilities.
And Ms. Lang, just to tap onto what you just shared with us, that's the importance of the National Training Agency, to encourage persons to understand what it's like and what it means to be a service provider. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to NTA Exclusive. If you're tuned in, be sure to like, subscribe. We will be right back after this short commercial.
Do you long for an unwavering sense of purpose and conviction? Repositioned Here to Air by Agatha K. Marcel dispels the myth that to be successful, one must maintain a separate personal and professional life. Learn how childhood interests are strong indicators of the path you will take and how your fundamental principles and morals will stay with you even through life's detours. Your purpose comes from God, and the closer you get to Him, the clearer your purpose will become. Available at Amazon, your local bookstore, or at trilogy.tv.
Welcome back, NTA Nation. I am now joined by Ms. Q-Tel Sasso, City and Guilds Center Manager here at the National Training Agency. Ms. Sasso, can you enlighten our viewing audience and tell them what is City and Guilds?
So City and Guilds is a global leader in skills development and vocational training and qualifications. So what we do is we develop and deliver training programs that meet industry needs.
Awesome stuff. So tell me, if I am interested in the housekeeping program that City and Guilds now offers at the National Training Agency, what would that certification mean for me?
So City and Guilds undergoes a very thorough and strict validation process. And so this means that our trainees receive the highest level of quality training. This also means that our trainees are even more marketable when they go and search for employment. For the employer now, the benefit is that they save themselves time and resources by accepting our trainees who would have already gone through the program.
That is very informational. So tell us, Sasso, what are the demographics, or what is the demographic of persons that the NTA caters to when enrolling in housekeeping?
So for persons entering through our mandatory workforce prep training, those persons have to be unemployed and between the ages of 16 and 26. However, we have now partnered with our government sectors and our private sectors to offer the training to employed persons, and that comes with a fee of $270.
All right, again, some great meat we're getting here today, folks. So in essence, Sasso, if I'm understanding you correctly, there are two tiers to the housekeeping program?
Correct. And so now that we're offering it for the very first time to persons who are employed, we actually had a graduation for our first cohort of employed persons back on April 12th. And that would have been a total of 21 graduates in that program.
Congratulations, NTA. You're really on the move. Last but certainly not least, tell us if I am interested, or for persons who are out there in our viewing audience who may be interested in enrolling in the housekeeping program, either first level, which is ages 16 to 26, or the demographic that caters to government and private sector employees, how would we go about registering?
Persons interested in registering into our programs can go on our website, ntabahamas.org, under the Our Offerings tab, or they can call our registration department at 461-6000 for more information.
All right, there you have it, folks. Straight from the subject matter expert, Ms. Cutel Sasso. NTA is dealing with everything housekeeping and delivering top-notch quality service through City and Guilds, an approved and accredited center. So if you want to register for the housekeeping program, Ms. Sasso gave the information already. I'll have her repeat it again one more time.
That is ntabahamas.org under our Offerings tab. You can also call 461-6000 for more information.
Thank you, Ms. Sasso, for joining us. NTA Nation, have a wonderful evening.
Housekeeping jobs are in high demand in the Bahamas. Hotels, administrative offices, retail stores, restaurants, hospitals, and schools all need housekeeping professionals that are well trained and ready to get the job done. NTA is pleased to offer training for housekeeping attendants, janitorial, and custodial staff. Successful trainees receive international certification through City and Guilds. If you are interested in signing up for the next session, call us today at 461-6021.
And welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is NTA Exclusive. Be sure to click that share button, subscribe, and like. I'm sitting here with Mr. Destin Roll, currently enrolled in our housekeeping program here at the NTA. Destin, how did you find out about the NTA?
I found out about it through one of my family members, and they were saying that it was a very good program and that I should give it a try.
Nice. And the program has been running for about 7 weeks. What has your experience been like so far?
My experience has been good. I've met a lot of new people, a lot of new opportunities has come my way, and overall it's been very good to me.
All right, and just within this program, I understand that a few of you took part, or the entire class took part in an internship. Tell us a little bit more about your internship.
My internship was hands-on work. It get to show me what the hotel rooms really look like and what I get to experience about it. It showed me about the linen room, about folding. So it's very hands-on work and very real-life work that you get to experience.
All right, and what are 2 things that you never knew about housekeeping that you learned during your courses?
I've learned detailing and cleaning a room effectively and getting the job done in an efficient manner.
Listen, housekeeping is not an easy task, and I really commend you for that. Would you recommend the National Training Agency to other young persons?
Of course I would. If anyone's out there and they feel like they have really nothing to do, it's really something to get a part of, especially if you haven't finished school or you haven't got any BJCs or BJCSAs. It's a really great program for you to start to get your foot into the door in whatever field you need or whatever workforce you are trying to get into.
Well, there you have it, guys. Destin said it all. Persons, if you're out there and you're interested in enrolling in any of our courses and you're in between the age of 16 and 26, visit us here at the National Training Agency on Gladstone Road. We'll be right back after these few commercials.
While tourism remains the leading industry in the Bahamas, trained and certified butlers are needed by many of our leading hotels. As a butler, you must be focused, disciplined, and committed to service with excellence. If you are interested in becoming a butler today, visit NTA on Gladstone Road and Munnings Drive, or give us a call at 461-6000.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm sitting here with our assessor. Before I get into it, I will let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vernell Butler, the assessor for housekeeping skills at the National Training Agency.
Wow, Ms. Butler, how long have you been an assessor at the National Training Agency?
A little over 2 years. We started back about 2 years ago, and then there was a break, and then I came back this year.
Very nice, very nice. And we're here to talk about housekeeping. Housekeeping is a very, very, very important program here at the National Training Agency. It not only teaches persons within the specific field, but it teaches them a lot of personal developmental skills. Why is housekeeping important?
Housekeeping is important because it serves as the main thrust of the hotel industry, as a matter of fact. Not only the hotel industry, but every other industry, because we deal basically with cleaning, and cleaning tends to help people to feel comfortable. If you're in an environment that's clean, you feel comfortable, it's inviting. And when we think in terms of the industry, when our guests come here, they are home away from home, and that's the feeling that they want to have. They want to have a room that looks good, but not only looks good, but that is clean, and they can feel comfortable, and they can enjoy themselves.
Well, that's very, very good. Growing up, I had an opportunity to experience some sort of the hospitality industry because most of my family members were involved in that, running around the Nassau Beach Hotel, watching the space cleaners take part in ensuring that the environment was just clean. What are 3 of the main topics covered in the housekeeping course?
3 of the main topics covered health and safety, because that is key, especially when you're dealing with cleaning, in particular chemicals. Also, we look at customer service, and customer service is key because our customers want to feel as if you really want to have them here. And the other aspect is the actual cleaning itself, okay? And just to go back briefly to what we talked about in terms of cleaning and the hotels, it's not only the hotel industry that we focus on, we also focus on private sector as well. So if you have someone if you have a building, we're all in office buildings. Office buildings need to be cleaned as well. And the persons who work there also want to feel that sense of comfort.
Okay, there you have it, everybody. Not just the hotel industry, but the private sectors, workplaces, homes, Airbnbs, all of these things are impacted by housekeeping. And so, Ms. Butler, as we come to an end, I want you to share with us one of your most memorable experiences here with this current cohort.
One of my most memorable experiences is perhaps the aha moments that you get when the learners finally grasp the concept and are able to function effectively in that particular area.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than our only Ms. Vernell Butler, our assessor at the National Training Agency for Housekeeping. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these few commercials.
That's just how we roll. You know what it is, how we roll. You know what it is. That's just how we roll.
With tourism being the leading industry in the Bahamas, hotels and restaurants are constantly looking for skilled workers in the area of food and beverage service. The National Training Agency offers competency-based job training in the area of food and beverage service, and successful trainees walk away with international certification through City and Guilds. If you are interested in signing up with the National Training Agency today, please give us a call at 461-6000 or visit us on Gladstone Road and Munnings Drive. Register for NTA today.
How we roll. You know what it is. Like that. That's just how we roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you're just joining us, Be sure to share this link with any of your family and friends so that they can tune into NTA Exclusive. We're here today to talk about housekeeping, and we spoke with a trainee, our assessor, and now we invite you to listen in on our internal verifier. For those who don't know what internal verifier, we have Ms. Rosemary Hepburn here who's going to share with you what an internal verifier is and here at the National Training Agency.
An internal verifier for City and Guilds is the person who checks the quality for the delivery of all of the qualifications that's being offered by the provider. My role is to ensure that each and every student is successful in completing all the criteria for advancement, learning skills, and knowledge for their particular qualification that they are interested in. So what I do is I check the delivery of the tutors. I also check how their assessment methods are working to ensure that the students understand all parts of the program that they have enrolled in. I am also responsible for qualifying those students for the City and Guilds certification. Because I am a proud holder of a City and Guilds certification in culinary arts and pastry, I am very proud that it is an international recognized certification. So I am always an encouragement to students when I show them that this certificate is nearly 40 years old and it's still valid today. So that gets them excited. And the program is so involved that there's no possibility of failing unless they decide that they're not interested. Because vocational education is not about the exams, it's about the practical skills, it's about understanding the knowledge, and it's about being able to have confidence when you go on interviews for an entry-level position and be able to show that you put in the work, you have the practical skills and knowledge, and you're going to become an asset to them when they hire you then and in the future. So I am proud to be associated with NTA because there's so much possibilities for young people to be able to get those skills that they need to enter into the job market and have a head start over persons who are just walking in off the street. Miss Sasso is doing a wonderful job because she ensures the support that the students need in order to become successful, and the tutors are great as well. So I'm encouraging all young persons and anyone who sees this to encourage them to get in contact with NTA and become City and Guilds certified.
You know, you spoke about the weight of the City and Guilds certification. I myself, I'm a holder of 2 City and Guilds certifications. In the 9th grade, I decided to enroll in the accounting class at my high school, and I passed the first class. I passed with a first class pass. And so I encourage you persons out there, it's never too late to enroll in anything that you want to put your mind to. I then took the opportunity and did level 2 and got another first class pass. So I'm a holder of 2 City and Guilds certifications. But to be an internal verifier holds a lot of weight, as you described, and one I am sure must have a lot of experience. You care to share any of your experience with the audience?
Well, yes. I started out in culinary as an apprentice chef at the then Bahamas Hotel Training College. And I did international training, as I said, with City and Guilds. I worked in London. I went to school in London. I also did an undergrad Bachelor of Science degree at Michigan State University, Eastern Michigan University in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in Ypsilanti, Michigan, actually. And I worked in Ann Arbor, Michigan for 11 years as a culinary chef before I returned to the Bahamas and worked with Atlantis, starting as a head chef for 18 years before I took retirement from an executive chef position. My reason for doing that was because I always wanted to be able to work with young people, and I always wanted to be able to share my culinary skills. And having succeeded at my goal to become an executive chef, it was time for me to make the move back into an area where I can be supportive and influence and encourage young persons.
And with that being said, this is Ms. Rosemary Hepburn, our internal verifier here at the National Training Agency. Ms. Hepburn, we are thankful for you here today and for the services that you're rendering to the National Training Agency, of course. Thank you for tuning in to NTA Exclusive. We'll be right back after these short commercials.
Do you long for an unwavering sense of purpose and conviction? Repositioned Here to Air by Agatha K. Marcel dispels the myth that to be successful, one must maintain a separate personal and professional life. Learn how childhood interests are strong indicators of the path you will take and how your fundamental principles and morals will stay with you even through life's detours. Your purpose comes from God, and the closer you get to Him, the clearer your purpose will become. Available at Amazon, your local bookstore, or at trilogy.tv.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to NTA Exclusive, our housekeeping segment. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and share all of our social media platforms with your friends and families. There's a lot more episodes to come in this season, and we'll be glad to have you as our viewing audience.